Nice. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Vietnam. Come on. Bit of a technical issue. I think there's something wrong with this. Get on there. Look at this beauty of a trade from yesterday. Look at that. Fantastic. This was a set and forget. 210 pips. Fantastic. I'm just trying to get my webcam on, guys. 2 seconds. Come on, for fuck's sake. Where's me? Lucky tune. Connected. There we go. We're on there. Why the hell is it not coming on here? Please. Let's deactivate. And activate. There we go. Okay, guys, we're on. Right. We are on. Get rid of this. Okay. Right, guys. We're on. Welcome. If you're watching on TikTok, head over to YouTube and you can watch the charts I'm trading this morning. If you're watching on YouTube, brand new channel, so we're not going to get many at the start. It'll just slowly build. I'll be doing this every day anyway, right? I don't sort of... I'm trading anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. But if you are on YouTube, drop us a like, subscribe to the channel. We are 7 wins, 1 break even and 1 loss on stream. Okay, our stats are fantastic. Every trade we take is on our logbook. Okay, so this is a fresh logbook. Like I say, we've had 1 loss. We're up for the month. Every trade we take has got its own YouTube link. So we're trying to keep everything right. We are still up for the month, but that loss did have a big dent in us. Okay, so it's all about being up for the month, really. So not the best at the moment. It literally, as soon as we started live streaming on this new channel, NAS and gold went to all-time highs, which is a nightmare for me, unfortunately. So we're going to reset the charts, and I mean, look at this wing back that we didn't get activated yesterday. Nearly got activated. Look at that. Imagine if that got activated. That's what I had. Bang. Oh. Anyway, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. I've also been looking at UK 100, J40 as well. I trade oil anyway, but on a swing trade. So yeah, we'll go over them pairs. I do like to have a little glance at XRP now and again. I'm a big holder of XRP. So we'll do a top down on gold, and then we'll do a top down on NAS and see what we can grab to do. So the issue you've got with all-time highs is we haven't got previous data to go off, and this makes it a lot more difficult. Okay. going on those first. They both fall down. It's pain in the ass. Let's have a look. So when you're all-time high, what this means is now is the higher time frames, we haven't got any data to go off. So all the trades are riskier because we're going off like the 5 minutes and the 30 minutes and the 15. So the trades are riskier. But we can still grab trades. I mean, we caught 83 pips yesterday. Yeah, 83 pips, which was nice. So let's get into it. Gold, monthly, we've still got 8 days left of this monthly, right? You've got no top wick and no bottom wick. But because the way news is coming out, it's still pushing gold up and up and up. So it might not even come back to these levels, but if we didn't have news, this would be a very important level. And you could probably see, because we need liquidity, this monthly flipping to the downside and actually giving you some sort of fake out like so. And the reason being is you've got no bottom wick there. You haven't broke any lows at all. So you're not running on liquidity, you're running on news at the moment. That's why we're going bullish, bullish, bullish. Yeah. Now, weekly, again, broke out, absolutely drove up. Daily, same as the weekly doesn't tell us much. The daily is an interesting one. Okay, so you have got your previous level is this. This is your previous level. You've got no top wick and no bottom wick. But you've got a little bottom wick on this one, but you haven't got much of a bottom wick. Now, I would imagine this is a break to the upside. You created structure. You've now had a break to the upside. Now, what I would like to see is a retest of this zone in order then to grab buys back up. Or if you get closures below, you could then look to come down, and that could maybe be the weekly flipping and also the monthly coming back down. Okay, but I just don't know if we're going to get it because what's happening with news. So the issue, what we've got is, when you do a top-down analysis, what you're trying to work out is, what is the next candle able to look like? That's it. What's the next candle able to look like? And currently, this candle can end up like anything, and this is what's difficult. It could be doji, it could be bullish, it could be bearish, it can do anything this daily. So the daily obviously doesn't help us, so we've got to go down the lower time frames and see if we can find some structure. Okay, we did have a 6-hour bearish close on this 6. You've got an hour and 50 left of this for the 6-hour to close, which is also the 4-hour. We did get 2 bearish closures on the 4, and you've got no bottom wick on this 4. You've now tapped. Could we see a flip on this 4? You've now tapped previous support. There's previous you've tested the previous wick. Could we see a flip on this 4? And if we are going to flip, how far are we going to go down? So that's one to look at. The 3 broke out, and gold does this a lot, right? So what it does is creates support. Okay, there's support, and then it'll break out to the upside, and then it'll fake out back in. So if we can get closures back below, we can look and take and sells. 3, 2, I can see he's getting a fake out anyway. But the 3's broke out. The 2 is also broke out. You've got no top wick on the 2. What's the 1 doing? The 1 hasn't broke out. So this is the 1 range we are in now. So this is what we're in now. We can see a fake out on the 2. We can also see a potential fake out on the 3. The 4 is create this steep top wick. Didn't actually break a high. If we get a 1-hour close like this, and I get a top wick tapping this top wick, we could have a sell stop underneath to come and fill the rest of the range. But I'd need that top wick. Reason being, this one has got no top wick, and what tends to happen is when you've got no top wick, the next one can come up, tap, create a top wick for it, and then flip to the downside, right? But also we need to rule out If the 2 is going to flip to the upside and carry on driving, which it can do, okay, the 3 also can flip back up to the upside and carry on driving, same as the 4 can just carry on driving. Even though the 4 is bearish, price has just been very, very bullish, and we are very, very bullish still, so this could easily just keep on driving. Now, if so, I would like a 1 hour bearish close like this, and then if I can get a top wick tapping, I'll then get sell stops underneath the 1, and then if the 1 flips, we should be coming down to at least these levels. But also the range you're in at this point is this, therefore can you come down to fill the range, and will that be a fake out on the 3 and a flip of the 4? I don't know if that makes sense at all to you. Morning Emma, how are you doing? So that's what I'm after, ideally. But if it doesn't happen, then obviously we can't get in on it, can we? So I think we've got 46 minutes left of this hour. I want to just have a look at the lower time. But yeah, the 30 closed back in. Is the 15 done? I think I would need a 1 hour bearish close. Once I got the 1 hour bearish close, that would ideally tell me we're still respecting this level. I'm not sure you're going to drive down without getting the 1 hour bearish close first. So everything else, I mean, this is a lovely breakout on the 15. And 50 seconds. I mean, this 15 might cut. If this 15 can come up, create as a top wick for this 15, I'll get sell stops underneath. Yeah, we could use the 15. That means we're basically saying that this hour would then come up, flip, because the 15 will come up and do a top wick for us. Give us that top wick, and then if this hour flips back down, we're expecting a steeper bottom wick. Which we know we can get that, because if we look left, we've got this. So yeah, let's see what this 15 does. Oh, it's close respected. Fantastic. Close respected. Lovely. Okay, so that doesn't really help. I'm not saying that won't drive for the next one, but I need a top wick. So we're close on gold basically. We haven't had if we had that breakout, yes, we could have done it. I'll tell you what we can do though. This 15 pops down. You can get a buy stop on the 15. Because this 15 is likely to come back up. No top width there, you close respecting. That 15 close back in. Wait for the hour, or a 15 close below. Okay, so we're close. I'm just going to do a top down on NAS. Monthly is exactly the same, very, very bullish. Weekly, similar. Daily, didn't even get a bearish close, very bullish. We haven't even had a 6 hour close bearish yet, guys. Not good. Oh, the 4 was interesting. Look at the 4s. Bearish, bearish. Then we've had a grab. Now we've had a grab. Could we flip and drive to the downside? If you got a 2 hour close, maybe like this. Broke a low. We ideally didn't want to break a low. I think you would have to wait for the 2 to close. It's very similar how gold's moving. Again, yeah, you would need to wait for That's the range you're in, guys. And you filled the range. You'd have to wait for an hour close, ideally. If I can get some swoop entries, I'll get some swoop entries, but there's not much we can do here. There's 15 flipping now. I was debating when I get a buy stop on. If you think about it, this 15 close respected again. Then you push down with no top wick. So you're expecting this 15 to flip at some point. And if it does flip, you've got a reason to come back up. No 15, no top wick here. And the 30 needs to fill its range. But the issue we've got, I would prefer sells today. That's my issue. Tell you what we can do. I might take a swoop entry. It stops the low. No. If the 5 closes below. This is 15. If this 15 flips now. Need the 5 to flip ideally. Still 40 minutes left. If 30 closes like this, the next 30 can still just ride down. I think it would be best to wait for the hour. But yeah, there is a small trade here. The only target in this is the issue. Stops would have to just be either below the wick or lower that wick. Expected not to break the lows. And the thing is, if the 5 closed like this, I'd get out. Get out of it anyway. Even though the next 5 can easily give you doji, and then the next 5 drives up, I can definitely see that happening. It's a 5 close, so yeah, I wouldn't like it now. I think if we get a 15 close like this, and then the next 15 I get a nice pullback to create this top wick, then I'll get sell stops underneath. But the longer it takes to do that, the better, because that means the 1, we just need a bearish 1. If we can get a bearish 1 like this, and then the new 1, or if the 15s within the 1 come up and do this top wick. So basically that this 1 has got that. That. If I can get that, then I'll just get sell stops underneath straight away. You broke, well, you haven't broke this high, I suppose, but you are closing respecting here. You're going off that, you're expecting a 3 to fake out, which it might not. And this is what I'm saying, it's very difficult because it's all-time highs. I've got no data to go off. So we're having to use a lower time frame, so every trade's a lot more riskier. But yeah, if I can get this 15 closes like this, and I can get a top wick for this 5, I tell you what, if this 5, see how this 5 closes. Bigger than that's 15, I would expect it. If I get a 5 close like this and I get a bottom wick, right? I'll enter. Stops will just be the low, it'll be a swoop entry. So I'll probably risk about $100, about if that. Okay, but I've got to get a doji or bullish 5. Okay, can't be bearish. And this will be for a buy. Okay. need a bottom wick as well. So if this 5 can close bullish or doji, and the next 5 comes down first for the bottom wick, I'll get a buy stop on, or we can look to enter with stops pretty tight, really. Oh, this is nice, because as long as this 5 can't come and tap this though. If it does, then it's probably a no-go. Okay. I'll stand by for a trade. Stand by. And these are riskier trades. And this is why on my streams you'll see that I use different risks. It's not a case I use 1% every time, because I just adapt to the market, and I think that's what you've got to do. You look at the trade and you go, okay, this is all I've got to play with. What am I willing to risk to see if this is the right move? And that's all you're doing. Come on, don't break them highs. But this 15's probably going to flip. This is nice though. And we get a bottom wick first. So if we can get a bottom wick on the 5, yeah, I'll have a buy stop above. If we pull this low, we can take a buy. We might have to move stops maybe, because you might just want to break this low. Don't be flipping yet. Don't flip without me. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. And I'm expecting you take the advantage point is this. This is our advantage point here. You'd have to go risk free here. Have to. Still nice, guys. 15's flipped. Good. Let's see how the bottom wick. If the 5 goes like this and I get a nice bottom wick, I'll look to enter. But this can't take this, which it's fucking taken now. Yeah, that was our advantage point. This trade's gone. Remember what I said with the 15? 15 came down. No top wick, and this had no top wick. That from there to there is your advantage point to take. So we would have been risk free, but I couldn't get in that. I could have just put a buy stop off the 15, but yeah, I'm not willing to do that, because look at the 1 now. We ideally need this 1 to close bearish. There's 30. 4 minutes. Tell you what we could do. We could take a win back sell from 3754. If you look at the 2, look at the 2's flipped. The 2's broke out technically. There's an hour and a half left of it. I'm not sure what's gonna. We are bullish, but it's really difficult getting in at the moment because we've got such a big push. How this 15's going to close. It's all on the 1 really. If the 1 closes bearish, we're looking at coming back down. If the 1 pushes and breaks above, then obviously we're looking at bullish. It's all on the 1. Thanks for the like, Harper. Much appreciated. Now, what's a 15 gonna do? How is this 15 gonna close? So the 30's now got its top wick, what I said. You've got 3 minutes left of this 30. If this 30 stays below here, I might look at a sell, believe it or not, even though the 1 hour's flipped. That I would like a top wick and then the 1 hour to flip back to the downside, and I think that's what might could happen. See if this 15 can. Tell you what I'm going to do, guys. If this 15 can come and tap this level, it stops again, swoop entry. They're all going to be swoop entries, really. Right, guys, I'm in for a sell here. I'm going to take a sell, right? Risky. I'm only risking 3755.95. My stops, I'm risking $60. My stops are just above here. All I'm seeing is if the 15 rejects from here. If it doesn't, obviously we're looking at bullish, but if this 15 does close respecting here, could we end up with something like a huge rejection? And would that be the one? Could that be the one flipping back to the downside? That's all it's off. So where am I at? So I'm in for a sell on this. And I'm only risking $60. That's all I'm willing to risk to see. It's on a 50k account. I just want to see if this is gonna reject close respecting, because I want to see if the one is going to flip back to the downside. That's it. Even though we're very bullish, but we have hit some support. So it's a case of how is this one going to close? That's going to be the deciding factor of whether we're coming back down or not. If the 15 closes above, I'll look to get out. Okay, but if it closes respecting, yes, we might still push up with a new 15, which could catch us out. Let's see if we can get a bottom wick first. Oh. Are we going to reject? Are we going to fly down? I mean, this 15 actually came to here. Oh God, that wasn't half an aggressive push. I'm out, guys, on that. Okay, I'm on. So probably looks like the 15 is gonna, which it has. So the 15's closed above, so that ID is gone, scrapped. Okay, and then you pushed up and create this top way. There is closed above. 1 hour. Probably 1 and 1 hour close above, and then you can take buys up. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to wait for the one, which is in 30 minutes. You've had a 30 break to the upside, but we haven't had a one yet. And currently, the 2 ones prior, like, why didn't this one break above? That's what we've got to say. Why didn't this one break above? But now I think this one can, because we've broke a low. So I think this one can actually break above. So I think we really need to wait for this to happen. Oh, look at this 15 now. Wait for the one. Have a quick look at Nas. Awful, guys. Fucking awful, these ranges. Absolutely awful. Half past. This coming up. How far is this one going to push? That's the question. Are you going to keep pushing today, Gold? What news have we got today? I think we've got high impact news. So if this one breaks out like this, what does this mean? Well, it means we are pushing to all-time highs again if the one breaks out. If the one closes respecting, then it's probably telling us, right, we need to come down again. Okay? Because if you look at this one, this has grabbed liquidity, this has broke a low. So we've grabbed liquidity here, but we haven't broke this high yet. So I can see us breaking the high first. So it's a case of how can we get in? We could have gone in off that 15, but I didn't take. I wanted the 5 to pull back, but it didn't happen. Fortunately. Beautiful cup of tea. Beautiful. So here's the 15 range here. Now, the 15-minute time frame is probably my favorite time frame, right? Because the 5s will give you all the fake. The 5 will break into them ranges, mess about, and then close back up. But the 15, what you'll find is the 15 is the first candle what initiates the move. So the 15 will close. We're gonna end up closing respecting on the hour. Probably the 15 is the one we'll close respecting first, and then you start coming down. That's just what I find. And if the 15 can close like that, that means the hour is closing, respecting this level, and then we're on for sells. That's what I'd be after. Yeah, that's what I'd be after, really. I think we need to break the high. If we can break the high and close back below these levels, that'd be fantastic. We've still got 2 15-minute candles left of the hour. So look at this hour. So we did actually break out on this hour. Just thinking, could we get a buy stop on the other, on the end of the 2 and the 1? I think I'd rather just take 30. Where's the 30 gonna go? What's happening? Could we see a flip? So the 1's going to be interesting on NAS as well. If we can get a 1 close and then a top wick, again we can just take sells down. Gold is powering. 15 closed above. Could have maybe took that 15 as well. Just on this 15 closes. If this closes respecting, and then the next 15 comes up with no bottom wick and breaks a high, I'll get a sell stop on. I can probably see that. But as long as the 15 closes respecting, and it has to close at the level. Wow. Because look at this one. If this one closes respecting this level again, like, we need to come down. That means you would have had 3 candles all closed respecting 3755. Look at this one now. Where you going, Mr. One? Mr. One, look at the 15. Gonna fake out. What are you doing? Because you now grab liquid. Oh, do you know what? 15.5. Is this 5.15 gonna close? Oh, the Fiat 5's closed back into the range there. Guys, I'm going to be in for a sell here now. Okay, I'm in for a sell. Basically, saying that the one's going to flip. My stops are just the high here. I am in for a sell. And I know we haven't closed as of yet. And that's what I'm interested in. If the one closes. Yeah, but I'm in for a sell on this. That sells straight into profit. We'll go risk free. But I don't think we're going to drive. I don't actually think we're going to drive until the one closes. If the one closes above here, we'll just get out. If the one closes respecting, then I'll hold. The only downside is the new one might want to come up first and then flip. But it's a really good sign that we need to come back down for more liquidity. So yeah, that's what I've got. If the 5 closes back up above, we can probably just get out anyway. I'll tell you what we haven't got though, which actually the 15 would be better if the 15 can close like this and then a top wick for the last 15 of the hour. For the hour to flip to the downside like so. Can we drive down? I'm going to be going risk free. Yeah. Couldn't get that on the trade IDs. Let's see if we can pop down. We might not. We might close back above, right? I haven't got much risk on this. Risking $160. But we'd probably be closing out if we close back above there anyway. So it's all on the one really. But yeah, I'm in for sales on this. We're up $30. Okay. Can we tap? I mean, if you look at the close on this one. So if this one closes bearish, why is it closed bearish? That's what we've got to say. Why is it? That's if it does. There's still 17 minutes left of this, right? But if this one closes bearish, why? That means you've got 3 candles still respecting this level. We then probably need to come down to break the lows. So it means to break the low, the next low is here. So it's probably telling us we need to come down to break that low before driving up to break the highs. The only thing what could really catch us out is if the 1 pushes up first and breaks the high and then flips. So you might get this. You might get the 1 come up, break the high, and then flip to the downside. But it's a good sign that the 1 will probably need to be bearish, depending on how this 1 closes. It can either close doji or bearish. That's it. Okay. Now my get out is probably if the 5 closes above here. If the 5 closes back above here, we look to get out. We'd nearly hit. To be honest, we should have maybe went risk free there. Well, that is the 5 range, I suppose. Yeah, but I don't think we'll drive until it's 14 pips. That would have been a lovely win back area. All on the 1 really, guys, but we're in on this. We're up currently $20. Oh, $20. Now, you remember what I said with the 1? If the 1 does close like this, the new 1 can come up first. So that means drawdown. Okay, that means drawdown. So expect drawdown. So if your heart's going and you're sweating, you shouldn't be, because you know it can happen. And then flip. The only downside is my stops are just above this high. So the 1 might need to just come up, break the high before coming down, which could also catch us out. But it's all on how this 1 closes, really. Because if you look at the, well, to be honest, the 30 is probably the better one. Because if you think about it, so we close below this level on the 30 here, and then we close back above. Now it looks like we're closing back below. So why are we closing back below? So we're not out in the clear. There's still 15 minutes left of this now. If the 5 closes back into this level, I'm probably looking to just get out anyway at that point. But it's just a case of, can we drive? We were so close to take back and move to break even at that point. So it's 4 minutes. What's this 30 flip back up now? So it's all on the 1, guys. See what this 1 is going to do. Come on, the 1. Come on, the 1. You've got no bottom wick on the 1. Sorry, on the 5. And this 5 did close bullish. Close respecting this level, or did it? Actually, right there. So we sort of done that here. 5 closed bullish. It was a bottom wick and then drove up. Okay, if we come back down to these levels again, guys, I'm going to go risk free. So if I come to that now, I'll be going risk free. Because this 5 can easily tap, drive up. I think it probably needs a bottom wick before driving up. We've still got, so this is the last 15-minute candle. The 15's closed back into the area, fantastic. Right, lovely, closed back into the area. You've now had a top wick. Can this 15 flip and drive? The 30 hasn't closed yet though. This is the thing. So do we need the 30 to close back in? Which would be what? It would be the hour, wouldn't it? Then the hour then, at that point, would be closing respecting this level. Could we then get the new hour, top wick, and then flip to the downside? That's all we're going off, really. Oh. So it's all off. It's all on this 30 in this hour. 12 minutes. Which is the next 15-minute candle. Can this 15 flip? And drive doom. That's all it is. It's coming to test the lows again. I mean, the 5's not even got a bottom wick at the moment. So I'd imagine this 5 needs a bottom wick. I'm going to have to go risk-free now, guys. Once you come back down to break the lows. Because if you come back up again, that means you're probably looking to close above. And this whole idea is probably scrapped. Because we could easily get something like this on this 5-minute candle. But look where this one came down. Tap this level. So that's why I'd be going risk-free. Okay, we're coming down again. There's the bottom wick for the 5 now. Just not actually sure we're going to drive. Are we going to get a steeper bottom wick than that or what? Come on, the 30. 10 minutes left of the 30. 15 close back in. I don't like how it's just create that bottom wick and push bullish. I'm going to steeper one. Have a look at the 3s. Oh, nice 3 close. That's a lovely 3 close. Probably need to come and break them lows now. It's a nice rejection off the 1 as well. How is this going to close? Where there? 2 minutes left of this 3. We had a lovely 3 bearish close there. We ideally now want this to be bearish. This 3 to be bearish, really. Technically, this 3 should be the one what drives down. Looking at this price. Prices came up, broke a high on the 3. You close bearish. There's your break and retest technically. So now you should do come down. So if you come back up to them areas, it's probably looking like it's probably not. Don't be booting off. Chill out. Don't be booting off. 2 1-minute candles left of the 3. It's 10. How's this one closed? Do we just wait for the 30? 30's got 9 minutes left. Can this flip and drive up? That's the question. We had another 5-minute bullish close there. But you're still respecting this level. This is interesting. Still respecting this level. Five no bottom wick. Is this a break? It's on this 30, guys. Well, it's whether you get out now or break even wait for the 30 to close. If the 30 closes below, you can just re-enter, I suppose. So that's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm out of this trade. I'm out. I'm going to wait for the 30 to close. We'll see how this 30 closes. If the 30 closes back below, then we'll look to re-enter. Okay. It's because the range is on these 5s. If we close doji or bullish, that obviously, then we're looking to come and fill this range. Because the range we're still in is this one, technically. So we're still bullish at that point. And then the 1 would have broke out to the upside. So now what we would want is ideally a bottom wick. And then a flip to come and fill the range, break the high. So if we do get the 1 hour close like this, and I get a pullback, we can look at buying up. The only downside to this is we've already gone up there, which I don't like that. I like to be the first print. So we've already been up there in this session, look. Which I don't like. Let's get rid of this. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. So where would I want my bottom wick then? So ideally tapping previous support. We have got a bit of an advantage point from here to here. We need to fill with the body of the candles. But I would like a bottom wick first, just to rule out any fake outs on the 1, because we're now breaking out to the upside again. So if we break out to the upside on the 1, we could easily get that as well. To fake out back in. We get 2 doji style candles there on the 5. There's 2 minutes left of this 5. Is this 5 gonna flip? If it is going to flip. What is that? 2 minutes left. Go make another brew here. Numerology. Morning, mate. Yeah, it is the law. Not close respected. Because gold does this a lot. It can break out, close back in, like that. So there's your breakout. Break above, closes bearish with the next one before the drive. I'm thinking if we break above, are we going to close bearish again before the next drive? This is what I've got to be careful of. Could easily fake out. This is why I don't like all-time highs. Really difficult. It's a 5-minute close there. Oh, are you going to drive down? The 15 is lovely. Really nice. 15 close back into the area. Fairly straightforward. We could actually maybe get 15. If you break the low again, you're probably going to drive down at that point. Like that. Exactly like that. Absolute typical, guys. Absolute. That, do you know what that tells you? It tells you that there are sharks in the water today. As the saying goes. There are sharks in the water today. Not a good sign, that, guys. It's not a good sign, because you look at the one now. You little shitbag. You little shitbag, gold. Okay, so this is good, because we wanted it to come down anyway. If the 30 can close like this, and I can get a top wick, much of a top wick do I need? Don't actually need much of a top wick. I would prefer a top wick though. If the new one could maybe just tap the top of the range for me. Like that. So if new one opens up, taps, and get sell stops underneath to come down. What would that be in the 30? Yeah, that would be that area. 15. 5. Just don't know whether we're going to pull that far back. Fill the range as well, you little shitbag. Oh, gold, come on, give me a break. What are you doing to me? She's going to get divorced soon. I'm going to divorce her. Look at that. Okay. Look at that. Can we get a top wick? Let's see. I'm trying to work out where we need a top wick at. Let's get rid of this. If I can get a top wick to this, then we'll get sell stops underneath off the 30, which is also the hour. I need a top wick. You are thinking, what are you doing to me, gold? Really need a top wick. Where would stops be? So stops would have to be the high, really. Stops could be here, high the 15. If you break above the 15 again, oh no, stops will be here. And if we break above, back on the 15, above 3754, we'll look to manage risk. Oh, closed yet. What is that? Got to be careful today, guys. Movements like that is just disgusting. Got to be very careful. Well, this is the 30 breaking back in. See, if we close like that, I need a top whip to here. Yes, 20 seconds for an hour close. But if the one closes bullish, I don't think it's gonna. It's gonna close dozy. I need a pullback, guys, but this could easily drive down without us. Fortunately, I need a pullback. Okay, so if I can get a pullback to this with no bottom wick. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to get a sell stop underneath. Sell stop. This is a new one. Stops would be 37573, 757. Okay, I've got a sell stop underneath the 15. Sell stop, which is basically off the 30. I would say the 30. We've had the pullback we needed. Stop loss is here. Stop loss. Look at this. Delete. So, the reason we want the pullback is because we want to rule out the fake out, which we could easily get. Right? We didn't actually break a high. Three, 7, 5, 7. This is what we want on the one, really. So, one closed bearish. It's a case of can the one flip? That is it. Got some trade ideas. The higher the one goes, the better. Okay? The higher the one goes, the better. I want to put this as a 30-minute breakout. Three, 7, 5, 7, 7, 6. Shit, 3753.14. 3753.4. Stop loss is 3757.76. TP1, here we go. TP1, what do we do with TP1? See, I would probably say TP1, it's going to be that. Take partial move to break even. Not sure if we're going to be able to drive down without breaking a high though. This is interesting today. Very interesting. But if we look at the one range, full TP would be $3,747. TP2. $3,747. 6 3 7 4 0 7 8 30 min. Okay, lovely. So it's all on. If this one doesn't flip and activate us, we just delete. Simple as that. Okay, that is all what this trades off. Ideally, what we want is we want the one to push up, break the highs, and then flip. So if we can get something like that, because by breaking the highs, it's going to give us that liquidity to push down. I think that's the issue why we're pulling back, because this didn't actually break a high. This one here didn't break a high. So yeah, that's all I've got. And just to stop yourself from going crazy, guys, what you can do is just watch it off the hour. Yes, it's sort of a 30-minute breakout, but you can't trust these too much. See how you got a 30 close, right? Because gold does this a lot. But the thing what I'm going off is, okay, we broke out here, then we come back into the area, then we broke back above, and then we broke back below and broke below. So I'm expecting this to flip, really. If I say the one, yeah, it'd probably just be off the one, really. Ideally, you need this one to flip. What you've got to be careful of, though, is if the 15 closes like this and then the new 15 comes down, activates, yeah, then flips. So, yeah, other than that, still just consolidating in this little area. So can this one flip, basically? That's all it's off the one, guys. That is it. Remember, the 2 is still bullish, and it's broke out to the upside. So we're still bullish on the 2. Okay, what I'm expecting is ideally, I'm hoping this 2 can flip and close bearish for us, and that would be the 1 driving down. This one. So really, we really need this 1 to be the one that flips to the downside. If it doesn't, that means the 2 is closing bullish and the trade is void. Same as the 3 that closes in an hour, and the 4. So obviously we're expecting the 4 to close either small bearish, bullish, right, which is fine. So let's say this 4 closes like that, and then the new 4 opens up, little top way, and then drives down, and then you get your fake out on that 4, and then there's your 4 break above, there's your fake out back into the area. That's our TP hit. Yeah, but everything's bullish, and you're probably thinking, what are you doing? I'm looking at sells. Well, I'm looking at sells only because the 1 closed bearish. 3 candles now have struggled to break above this high. So why I think we need liquidity from the downside before driving back above all-time highs. Okay, we haven't got any news until later on. So, and that's all it's off, really, guys. If the 1 closes above, that's where I'd look to get out, manage risk. Okay, but other than that, the one, yeah, that's what I've got going on. Let's see how we get on. To have a quick look at NAS. Actually, wait, that might get activated. Are we going to get activated? And it's tough because we haven't actually broke below on the 15s. And remember what I said about the 15s? When the 15 closes respecting, that's when that's the sort of initiates the move. But if you look at this 15-minute rate, well, let's try and use the indicator, see what this does. Yeah, it doesn't actually pick anything. So where's this 15-minute range? Is it there? Is it there? Or is it there? If it is here, you haven't actually filled the range still. And what you can find is when price doesn't fill the range, not activated yet, nearly, you then have a little bit of movement to go for the rest of the range, which is between this and this. That alone is it tends to happen is when you've got that little bit of gap, that's when you can tend to really drive through. So it's all on this one. Can this one really, really drive down? And that's what we want, because we want the two to fake out back to the downside. That's all it is. Okay. So yeah, that's all I've got going on at the minute. Let's have a quick look at NAS while we're here. Let's look at it. Bounced off this level, came back up. 1 hour looks like it could be breaking out. 30 didn't actually break out. 15. Can the 2 drive to the upside? The 3 is bearish. That's interesting. So 1 breaks out to the upside, you get a bottom wick, steep bottom wick. You can look at buys above, but that's in another 49 minutes. See what's going to happen here, guys, eh? I don't have a clue. Fantastic. 1 person consecutive. Lee, morning, mate. I've opened the Zoom for you now, Lee. Oh, that was a while ago. Morning, Owen. I have opened the Zoom for you, Lee. I'm building up a new YouTube channel. Because like you're talking and nobody's on. It's like you're talking to yourself. For a while. For 6 months. Morning, Lee, how you doing, mate?
I'm alright, yes sir.
Yeah, good man. Sorry, yeah. So what I do is I don't open the Zoom unless somebody asks for it. Just because my computer decides to like explode with all the technology. You know. How are you doing, mate? How are you getting on? How was your holiday?
I was getting back there yesterday, mate, so
Where-
get back in the swing of things.
Where did you
I
go?
just took Ibiza.
Ibiza.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was there at one.
Nice. Well, we've got self-stops on this.
Well, what fair? I didn't jump from go to NAS.
gold.
You sharing your screen, eh?
Yeah. Oh no, wait there. I'll share my screen now. Watch my computer explode here.
Do you put the zoomers on every morning, like people, yeah?
So what I do is, they're available to be on every morning, but I don't actually open them unless somebody wants to come on, because otherwise it slows everything else down if I have my Zoom on, you see. So I mean, it still works fine, but you think I've got like my OBS open, I'm live streaming on YouTube, I've got TikTok on live, and then I've got my charts. So to open Zoom as well, it's a lot for the computer.
Your computer just frazzles.
Yeah, well, it works fine. Like it's working fine now. But yeah, I just don't put it on unless. So if you want to get on, just drop me a message in the school, or just you've got my number on WhatsApp anyway, haven't you?
Ah, yeah. Right.
So you just drop us.
How's the trade? How's things been going anyway with the?
Yeah, good. I mean, we obviously where we are. Why can't I move this? So on stream, we took our first loss on the stream the other day, which was $700. Unfortunately, it was 2 entries. Honestly, we'd entered, Lee, and price just literally just turned on us and shot to the moon without even pulling back. Could not get out. But anyway, that happens. So yeah, we're still on gold. Yeah, so we're still up for the month. We're up $300 this month so far. Which is still good. It's just as long as what we want to see on this. So our aim on this logbook is to see every month profit. You might not. I mean, the last time I streamed on with Relentless, we had 1 minus month in the year, and sort of that's what you want to see ideally. And
not bad, does it?
No, and I think April was a bad month. We took a full loss in April, and I think that was about. Well, to be honest, I'll get the logbook up. Let's have a look. See if I can find it. I think we've still got it. Here we go. 23, 24 logbook. So this is my last time I streamed on YouTube, guys, with my old channel. We had more views on that one. So this is what we done for the year, and this was based off a 100k account mine. Yeah, now I'm on to 50k's account, because what I found is it's sort of the thing with 50k, it's the balance, right, of obviously people getting into it and having to pay for challenges and actually making some decent money still. So I found that 50k was the right balance, so I decided to do 50k. But this was based off a 100k account, and if you took every trade on stream, this is the money you would have been making, and this is staying within the prop firm rules. All these trades were taken on a prop firm live account. Okay. So yeah, we took a full loss in February, and that was our only minus month in the full year. So if we look at Feb, there's that full loss there. And on this as well, I was just getting like 2% per trade. So I don't know if that was 2 entries, maybe. Oh, there's 2 losses there actually. So yeah, and the issue we've had now, Lee, is I started this YouTube channel 2 weeks ago, and that's exactly when gold and NAS, the 2 pairs I trade, went to all-time highs. So it's been, I won't lie.
There's no data for you to go off.
Yeah, I won't lie, mate. It's been difficult. I've been like trying to pull up trees to grab trades and that. We nearly got in off a 15 this morning, but I wanted the 5 to close. So this 15 here was 1 point down here like this, and I had no top wick. So we were interested in a buy stop above for this 15 to flip, because this 15 had no top wick as well. So that was the advantage point. But what happened is, when we went to the 5, I wanted a 5 bullish close here. If I got like a 5 small bullish close, I said, If we get a bottom wick for the next 5, I'll have a buy stop above. So then come up, take this at the vantage point and take this at the vantage point. But look what the 5 done. Took both advantage points without me getting in.
I just flew straight through.
Yeah. Look at this one now, guys. This is what we want. So there's still 40 minutes left of this one. So there's more than enough time for this one to break the highs. If it breaks the highs, even better. And then flip to the downside. Now what we could be interested in is if this one breaks the highs, which it's just done. Because it's broke these highs now, so we've now got liquidity. If we can get maybe a 15 or 5 close above. Then if we can close back below, I might be interested in taking the 15 or the 5, because then you wait for top wick, sell stop underneath, because you're expecting this one to flip, and then that's how you get in regards to the one flipping. So if we go down the lower time frames and see what this looks like. So if we can get a 15 close above, smaller time. Oh, this is perfect, really. Just whether the one's going to flip, that's all. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh. Break all these highs. Come on. So if this 15 closes like this, right? And the next 15 closes like that, I will be in for sells off that. Because I'm expecting this one to flip. How long's left? So you've got one. So we're there. We've got 3 candles left of 15s. So this one would close like this. That one would be a second one. And then the third, sorry, the last one. Could that then be the flip? Could we do something like that? This one did. I'll tell you what I might do. I might even take a swoop entry, you know. I would just break the highs. I'll look at it, see. Highs broke above. See how this 5 closes. Broke a high now, perfect liquidity grab. Look at that. See how this 5, if this 5 closes bearish, guys, I might get in for a swoop entry. $100 risk maybe. So if this 15 closes bearish and respecting this level, that's a great sign for us. Might be 15. I just don't know whether we'd need to break the high on the new 15. 15 close respect and new high comes up. Not sure, I think that maybe might be the move. Pretty good though. This is exactly what we want to see. I've closed yet. Tell you what, guys. So if this 5 closes bearish, right? Probably doesn't even need to close back below. And if you catch this right, and we are going to flip, and we are right on our analysis, right? Bear in mind, you've got to understand the 2 and everything's still bullish. Remember? So these can still drive. So we are bullish, technically. The 4 is going to close and the 6 is going to close shortly. Or do we wait for the 15? No, because if this one is going to flip, it's going to have to flip within the next 30 minutes. So that means it's 2 30-minute candles. So if this 30 closes like this, the next 30 then would literally have to look like that in order for the 1 to flip.
One that you got as well. Glass and plastic shower door things. I'm sure you do that before. I'm sure I like the smell of it.
Do we wait for the 15? Do you know what, guys? I might take a swoop entry, guys, on the 5. I'm going to take a swoop entry. I'm literally going to risk about $100 maybe. Yeah, guys, I'm going to take a swoop entry off this 5. This 5 closed like this. It's just I'm risking $100 to see if we are going to flip. And if we're going to flip, this is going to be the move, okay? My stop will just be the high. So stand by, I'm going to be getting in. Can we get a top wick first? Get a top wick idea. Okay, I'm in, guys. I'm in for a sell. My stops are 3759.58. $100 I'm risking. That's it. That's it. Short. If we've caught this right and this 1 hour flips, we're in the money today. I've still got the sell stops on. Still got the sell stops on. Yeah, if you're not in, you could just get a sell stop underneath. Yeah. We could easily come up with smash stops, so do not get in if you're not willing to risk what you're putting up for risk, basically. I'm happy to see for $100. For $100, I'm happy to see if this is the move. Because if this is the move, and the 1 is going to flip, imagine if this 1 flips now. If this 1 does flip, you're not coming back to break even. Right? Without tapping at least 3749. Okay, it might not. If the 1 closes up here, we'll just look to get out. But the 1 could carry on pushing as well because it's the 2. So this is what's really difficult about these zones. The 2 could easily just smash our stop loss and break the highs again. Easy. So don't put on what you're not willing to risk to see if this is the move. Can this 5 flip? So if this 5 breaks the highs, then we're probably not on these moves. Actually, this 1 broke a high, didn't it? Let's see. Let's see what's going to happen. Ideally, we want a 15 close respecting. So we want this 15 to pull back close respecting. Now, if the 1 closes out to the upside, that would then I'd be looking at buys. This is what's difficult. If the 1 closes like this, right, and doesn't flip, then I'm looking at buys. I can't then take sells unless we get a fake out back in. Yeah. So, yeah. Interesting. Difficult though this morning. Very difficult. We ideally want a 15 close respecting. And then if you look what happens is when the 15 close respecting, you then come down with the next candle. I mean, look at that one there. Look at that 15. Was that news though? 3 o'clock maybe. All the way down to these levels. So if you're not in on this, you could get a sell stop underneath the 5. Let me just get this on. Let's get it on time. I ideally need this 5 to flip. Copy. Yes. Don't break the height. Yes. 3, 7, 5, 7, 509. Stop loss is the same. TP1 would be 375454. So nah. Does that stop me out? Yeah, stop me out, that guys. Yeah, so that ID is capped. I'm gonna have another. It's 30 seconds now. This is gone now. It's getting deleted. This is getting deleted, guys. We've just put that back on. Delete. Okay, so the ID is gone. It's all on the one. Can the one flip? And the one flip. And the one flip. Ooh, look at that 30. This is gonna drive again all day, isn't it? Up. I can see it now. This is gonna drive all-time highs again. We're clutching on to the one. Once the one breaks out, though, I'm looking at buys at that point. Can we get a bottom wick? You're getting divorced, you gold. I'm telling you now, you're getting divorced. Awful, awful. Broke the lows, you know, broke the high. Can we retest this fair value gap area? If so, we're looking at tapping that. Wow, where you going, gold? You going without us? Jesus Christ. Thirty minutes left to the forward close here. Oh, I can't see this flipping now, guys. Look at this, man. Look at this. Where you going? What's this 15 flips now? I mean, look at the previous day we've got to go over here. Nothing. Absolute nothing. It's just pumping. You got to pump it up, oh, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up, oh, don't you know? Pump it up. All awful, guys, at the minute. Really, really difficult. I mean, where's gold headed here? Where is the next range? I can't do anything with this, guys. I really can't. If we close out like this, the issue you've got is, yes, we could look at bottom wick and then buys up, but you've got the 2 hour close, 3, 4. I mean, that's the 4 hour closing like that. Like, what are you doing, gold? Chillax. Take it easy. Literally have to just go off the 4 hours. Maybe bottom wick to these levels and then buy stops above off the 4 and just see where you end up. Really hoping this one would flip. Eesh. For this one to flip now, you need to see this 30 flip and end up like that in order to see the 1 flip. Could we get that? Yeah, no worries, Lee. Catch you later, mate. So in order to do that, you're gonna flip to the downside. We've definitely got the liquidity now if we come back below these levels. Just not sure we're gonna come back below them levels. Minutes left of this. Just pushing and pushing. Look, it's still going. What? Calm your tits, Gold. Calm your tits. Don't go without me. Don't go. Please don't go. Please don't go. Don't go. Walk out that door. Please don't go. Morning, guys. Whoever's watching on TikTok. It's not Rye again, is it? Is Rye one of them? Oh, thanks for the likes. Much appreciated. Oh, love art as well. I like it. Thanks, Briton. How much you got on XRP? Oh, that's a personal question. I've got quite a bit. I've got decent. I mean, look at this level here. Oh, you can't see, can you? Because you're on TikTok. But if you go to my YouTube, I'm live streaming now. I had an area where I was going to literally stack up. Here. At $1.56. Look how it just missed me. It missed me by a few pips. Literally, I was going to stack up loads there. But I've got quite a bit on XRP. So yeah, we'll see. I think it's going to retest this zone, which it's exact. I mean, I've been saying this for the last week or so. We're going to have a breakout, and then we should be retesting around, excuse me, $2.50 areas, 2.6, I reckon. A proper retest, though. I think we're going to come down a bit more, and then that'll be a change of direction. We should start hitting all-time highs again. But I don't think XRP sort of moves with structure. It just goes off what's happening. It can move any way it wants, just depending on what news comes out for it. So I think the way XRP will move, it will literally, something will come in, some news will come out and it'll just go. Our first target is $4.50. That's what I've got. And then my next target is $9.4. After that. Ooh, look at that, $100. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it gets on. But at the moment, I'm falling out with gold at the minute. It's just pushing and pushing and pushing. Really just pushing. I mean, look at this one. That's a disgusting one. You got no bottom wick on it, mine, but it's probably not going on for me, guys. Now, what time are we on? 9:45. Can't really do anything now. So if the one closes like this, I would need a bottom wick. Bottom wick. I'd need this area tapped. So I'd need price to come down, tap around the 3757 level, and then I would look at buys above. I'd look at either breakout or buy stops. That's what I would need to do, really. NAS is also a tricky one. You sort it in this this zone at the moment on NAS. If you get the hour break, that'd be better but you'd need a bottom wick, and then buy stops above to drive up. That's what I'd probably look to take. But this could make this sharks in the water today. I'm telling you, the way price is moving, it's catching a lot of people out. I'd be very careful today. Be very careful. Mm. 30 was broke out. Bottom wick. Let's because the 4's about to change. So if you think about the 4's going to break out, but you're probably going to get a bottom wick. And what you don't want to do is get tagged in off a lower time frame for buys and then took down for the bottom wick of the 4. Because if the 4 can do that and then still flip, if you get in off the 1, let's say you wait for a pullback off the 1, that's the 4 range. Pull back, you get your buy stop above, but then you get tagged. Your stops are probably just below the 1, but look where the 4 could come. The 4 can come all the way down. So you need your stops below this level. Close. It's all on this 1, guys. It's all on the 1. Gold is really not helped today. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. I mean, I don't think it's going to happen because the momentum. But if you got a 1 close back in like that, wow, wow. Because at that point, you close like that, you have had shitloads of liquidity. You're able to then really drive through these ranges. But I'm just not sure we're going to do it, guys. We're really bullish on everything. So I just don't know whether we're going to get that. Could easily just keep, I mean, look at it. Look at the 5s. Wow. Imagine if we got it on that 15. Imagine if we got it on that 15. Oh, God. I mean, you would have been stopped out of break even, to be fair. Look at that 15-minute candle. What the hell is going on here? Yeah. I think I'm probably done, guys. I won't lie. I think I'm done. Nas is probably our last thing. If the 1 closes respecting, or this 1 can flip to the downside. It's similar to what we've got. We've got sell stops underneath. This 1 could easily flip to the downside. But I don't know if the 2 is going to do that. Last 15 minutes are unlikely. And the 3, that would be the 3. Yeah, I mean the 3's bearish, I suppose. The 4's bearish as well. So the 1 could flip to the downside. So where there could we look at a sell stop underneath the 1? And if so, could we not just take the 15 down if we're going to flip? 15's close respecting. Where's the 1? There's the 1. So in order for this 1 to flip, the 15 would have to really drive down and do that. But the 15's got no top weight. And the 15 has close respect in this level, so it's probably unlikely. Yeah, probably not for me this morning, guys. It's these all-time highs are a pain in the ass because I've got no data to go off, and it makes it really difficult. We had a couple of swoop entries, low risk, like $60, just to see if we are going to reject from certain areas. But other than that, can't really get in on anything. There's nothing tickling my fancy at the moment. I am looking to start trading J40 and also UK 100, but it just takes time to build up that relationship with them. This is probably, well, this is going to get deleted. This is going to get deleted. So we're going to delete this because look at price absolutely rocket. Not good. Not good. Look at, what are you doing, gold? Wow. Delete. Jesus Christ. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna love yous and leave yous. Enough going on for me today. I'll be back on tomorrow. Yeah, hopefully price will come down today with New York session and come back into some ranges so we can trade. But at the moment, when you like that, I've got nothing to go off. You could put a buy on now because you're fully bullish, and then it'll just smash through the floor, waiting for you to put a buy on. So unfortunately, that's what happens. But yeah, other than that, guys, I'm gonna love you and leave you. I'll be back on tomorrow, and yeah, catch you later. Peace out, guys. Peace out. See you later, TikTok. Thanks for watching.